Hey guys, my name is Thana and welcome to my channel. Today we are reviewing the Isuzu or Isuzu the Isuzu D-Max 2021, which just came to Malaysia on April, and yeah, this is the latest and greatest. This is a tough one because normally when you compare cars or trucks or SUVs, you say what is the best in a certain category, you know. And the D-Max has certainly come pretty much the top tier in the competition for the pickup trucks or SUVs or 4x4s, whatever you need to get the job done to go off-road. But it has come on the top for a different reason altogether. You want to know more? Stay tuned and let's find out together. Let's get cracking. Let's get some numbers out of the way. At 142,000 ringgit, this D-Max is definitely the top of the line range when it comes to 4x4s. All the other competition are about the same range. So if the money wise, it's definitely on par with other 4x4s. What do you have extra here? Well, to begin with, you get 7 years unlimited mileage warranty if you get the X-Terrain. Not any other range in their models, only the X-Terrain comes with a 7-year unlimited mileage warranty, which to me is a first in Malaysia. It's pretty reassuring to know that I can take this anywhere and it'll do well. And it'll do well because under the belly there is a 190 PS engine. It's a 3-litre engine with giving you 190 PS as well as 450 Newton of torque, which is surely enough for you to get over those rocks, those hurdles, those mud, wherever you are stuck in gravel. You know what? This beast, I'm sure it will let you out there with no problem whatsoever. What not with its rear diff lock. So with those numbers out of the way, let's see the exterior in what I think makes the D-Max something a little more extra than its competition. Let's go. Now that we got all the specs out of the way, let's talk about the overall design of the car itself. So in the front, you've got these, I would say, Viper looking grills. I would love it if someone were to buy the D-Max and actually put lights behind that grill. So imagine at night, the Viper fangs actually show out. So in front, you've got these beautiful lights here. Again, I'm a big fan of the lights over here. Down there, you've got fog lights, and below, you've got that silver accent to that, I guess the bumper guard, you know what they call it? I'm not sure, maybe. So on the side, as I said before, the fender flares are one of my favorite things on the truck itself. I love to have these on my Everest. In fact, I have one, but I don't think it's as robust as what is here. Rims, again, these are blacked out rims. When you get dirty, you know what? You can't really see the dirt on the truck, and that's one good feature. Lights, again, beautiful lights. They are very distinctive of the D-Max. Wherever you go in the future, you'll know this is a D-Max. And behind you have got that third brake light. Other than that, design-wise, it is, I guess, robust. Robust is the word I want to use in how they put this together. This will definitely be a timeless piece. I think in 5 years to come, this will look as beautiful as what we see over here. Comes to color, guys, please buy the orange. The orange looks so much better than this blue. One impressive part about the D-Max, which I never thought I'll talk about a truck this way, is its windshield. It comes with this fancy windshield whereby it's supposed to have this IR infrared reducing technology. I think what they do is they actually have an insert between the windshield itself. They're actually multi-laminated, and what it does is it has the ability for it to absorb the heat of the day if you're driving this car. And I noticed that when I was doing this Kitchen drive in Kitchen, it was extremely hot. But you know what? It cuts off the heat like nobody's business. So pretty impressive for a truck to have these kind of windshields. But yeah, it's a feature on the D-Max which comes standard. Why not? When it comes to trucks, I like to talk about its design. And comes to D-Max, you know what, they made an excellent piece of machinery, because its approach angle, being the angle from the tires to the bumper, is 31 degrees, which is pretty impressive in anyone's standards. And the rear, the departure angle, 24, and ramp over angle, which means if you were to go over a hump or over a boulder, the angle of the tires to the center, it's also 24 degrees. And all that put together makes this one piece of machine if you were to go off-road. And furthermore, I think the other part of the dynamics of the car itself is the ride handling itself. You know, I drove the Triton last week, and while driving the Triton, what I noticed was that these kind of more like lifestyle based vehicles, they are pretty rough. They are rough on the road because they are meant to I guess attack the Bangsa roads of KL. But you know what, for me a truck needs to be able to go over humps very well, and this one does it very well because the absorption on these absorbers are pretty impressive. You go over humps like it doesn't exist, and it will just let you float while going through those puddles of mud, sand, debris, whatever it is. So yeah, you know what, handling, pretty good. So let's have a look at other parts of the car which I think are notable. Another feature on the D-Max as far as exterior is concerned is the back. Now obviously you have this beautiful lights here, but this isn't what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the tailgate over here. Firstly, it comes with a power assisted tailgate. If you open this up, you can see they has got these shocks or absorbers or whatever you call it, dampeners, which help you to let it down easily. It's good to even to open as well as to close, because why? It takes less effort to open and close. So this is definitely a big plus point. I definitely need it if I would have a truck in my life. Number two is this trays over here. Initially I thought these trays were a bit fancy, a bit gimmicky, but you know what? It makes sense. Imagine loading stuff out and trying to pull it out. It's so difficult. With this, you know what? One pull, the stuffs are out, and you could load it this way, and once it's loaded, you could push it and the stuff goes back in. And there's even a clip here for you to secure this thing in place there. So this tray, I think it's a good addition. I didn't think I like it, but you know what, when I used the truck, it became one of my best features on the truck because it is just so practical. Awesome stuff, D-Max. Some might say why, but I say why not. These are fender flare guards, and I think it's very important if you have a nice truck like this. Now, one of the things which I think Crispy spoke about in this video was that the Range Rover syndrome, whereby you got a nice truck and you're scared to take it off-road because why? It is so pretty and you're scared to get it scuffed up. Well, on the D-Max, they give you this. This actually is a plastic piece which goes over your fenders, and which isn't on, I think, the competition. I think the Wildtrak has it, a few of them have it, but you know what, in D-Max it comes standard, and I think this is a good addition because you know why, once in a while you want to go off-road, and when you do, you got protection, baby. Another one feature I love on the D-Max is the fact these roof rails over here. Now you might think, Thana, these are very simple things, but you know what? Trying to get roof rails for your truck that are not factory is a difficult task. But over here, it comes stock standard. These are the clips here. So if you were to get those rails to go sideways, you know what? You could put a roof rack on that very easily. So yeah, good job on D-Max, provide those roof rails. FOC. Let's talk interior now. So getting in the D-Max, obviously it's got this small button here. When you press, it will lock and unlock the car. So let's get inside. Getting in, you are treated with this beautiful brown interior. I never thought I would love brown interior, but on the D-Max, you know what, you don't want a black interior because a black interior is pretty boring, and you don't want a cream interior because cream interior will get dirty. So how do you make interior look lighter than the black that you have there, but yet look posh? You know what, brown is the answer. So D-Max, Isuzu, brilliant. It's brilliant work you did there by putting it brown instead of any other color. So let's get inside and see what we have here. Starting up the car, obviously this is start stop button is there, and you press yay, and you get all this coming to you. I quite like the display here. The display looks very modern. A lot of depth to the dial. You know, I like watches, and if you see here, there is this top bit there, this comes out, the display there goes in, so there's a lot of depth to it. And even the top bit there, there's this little thing going across. All this adds to the drama of what the display is all about. So yeah, I do appreciate drama when it comes to display. Next, lag stock steering. So this steering here, it's leather wrap, obviously. Wouldn't expect anything less. The controls here are very nicely laid out. You got your volume up, volume down, next track, previous track. The call buttons here. You got here your your cruise control buttons to set plus or minus the speed. The range for the front car and your car. So imagine on a truck you get all these features. So pretty impressive. Again, drive mode there. This tells you, if you see I press the button there, it tells you cruise control or limiter. Again, this is to navigate through the menu there as I press left and right. If I show you there, you get all its options over here. So again, they are very advanced. So trip A, you got trip B, you've got your fuel economy and how much you've pressed in terms of acceleration percentage over there. That's quite interesting. If I press this now, it tells me, yep. Okay. Let's put it on parking. And this tells me my 4-wheel drive 2H or not. It's fine. And settings. The gear knob on this car, it's quite solid, quite stiff, as you can see there. It takes an effort to put it into D, and I think the chunkiness of it adds the whole drama of driving a truck. Quite like that. The 4-wheel drive button is on this side, opposed to being on the gear lever here. So 2, 4H and push to go 4L. This is your USB or auxiliary port. As you can see there, this is the auxiliary audio and this is USB. You've got a very high wattage 12 volt there, 120 watt and 12 volt. Yep, quite nice. And you've got these buttons over here. This reminds me of like the Mercedes and the BMWs, where you got these toggle switches. So this toggle switch again is for volume of the air, push up or down, automatic, dual, and these are not metal, but they're quite well finished, and I think it's very solid looking. It feels solid to the touch. You press the dual mode, dual zone off and on, for example. Yeah, it does feel very solid. So I am quite a fan of this. And then on top here you've got this big display. Now on the Triton, display was smaller and it was tilted this way. A lot of glare. On this one, the glare is not so much. If you were to enter the mode for your audio, your Bluetooth or whatever it is, it's quite bright. So I'm quite happy with this. Up in front there, put the volume down, you've got these over here, secret storage to put your stuff in. Yeah, a fan also, and your hazard light comes on top. The dash is, I think, a nice comeback, because you know what, you want a dash that's looking luxurious but as well very practical. So again, these lines over here very chiseled, and you see like how do you open this? Well, there's a button there and you press, it opens up. So come to storage, you got 1 storage there, you got 2 storage there, you got 3 storage there, and then you got another one all the way here. So yeah, lots of storage for you to be practical in a truck. So quite a fan, big fan. And of course your armrest. Your armrest, again, it's quite deep inside, and again padded leather, very nice. I must talk about the seats again, you know, and I know in the video I'm talking about the seats about 3 or 4 times, but the seats here are very comfortable. They're very big and wide. The wing is big, and they are very soft yet supportive. I don't know how to describe it. No, they are extremely nice seats here. A lot of headroom over there. I am short, but not that short. It's a lot of headroom, guys, you know, on a truck here, and you get that ample amount of space. You put your arm there across. Yeah, see that? Yeah, it feels very substantial. So yeah, big fan of the space inside. The back again, interesting. Let's go have a look. I'm in the back seat now, and as with any truck, the seat is not reclined seats, so to say. They're quite upright, but not too upright. Comfortable enough for me to get along. The front seats, however, are much more soft and cushy. Over here, the back, it's a bit stiff, but you know what? It's given. It's a 4x4. The same theme carries across here. You've got this brown interior, and you got an armrest. Yes, you got an armrest, and it comes out this way. And here we are. You know, Nice solid little pockets over here to put your drinks, and that's about it. And obviously there's a latch here. If you pull this up, you can put stuff behind here. Let me see if I can give you a peek while being in the seat. So here we are, not much there, but you know what, to put files or documents, you could put stuff in there. But the biggest idea behind this is that you could take this and fold down and put stuff in the back seat while you are traveling. Oh, let me see, you have got USB in the back too, so let's have a look. So yeah, behind it you've got the USB, and it's a 2.1 amp volt. The aircon vents are on the bottom here, so this is where I think the Triton does a better job, because they put the vents on the top. But I must say that these aircons are much cooler than the Triton. So somehow being on top, although we think it's actually better, but the air comes out a bit warmer than what I expect. Over here the air is much cooler coming on this side. So again, this is just my review looking at this for that short period of time, a day or two I've been driving the Triton and the D-Max. But yeah, you know, it's, well, you have an aircon vent, I guess. Behind here you've got the hook here, rated for 4 kilograms, as you can see here. And what else? Well, you've got your armrest. The armrest isn't really an armrest, because why? It's more of a place for you to rest your arm, but nowhere for you to put your hand and kind of grasp it like I would think this should come with. But you know what? Failing that, you've got this. You've got this a bar here for you to hold and pull. Let me show you on this side, it's a bit clearer. Yep, so on all 4 corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4, it comes with this armrest for you to hold in the case where you go off-road and you've been thrown up and about. Down here on the bins, you've got one bin to put your drinks. Not ample storage, but you know what, it is what it is. Over here you've got these pockets here, nothing spectacular, quite basic indeed. But yeah, that's about it, you know. So that's the rear of the truck. Nothing much to report here, except it's luxurious, it feels nice, and I think the fact they made it black trim on top there, somehow it feels very premium. You know, I love the fact it's black on top. And apparently it doesn't come black on all the range, only on the X Terrain. And the speakers in the car also is very nice. If you look up on this side, yeah, over here these are the speakers on top, so live surround sound. So the car does come with good sound system, pretty impressive, pretty nice. Yeah, overall I'm a fan. So how does the D-Max fare while driving? Now this is one aspect which you gotta see it in its entirety. Lifestyle vehicles are made to be, well, I guess town going pickup trucks. So that's what they are. But to me, the lifestyle truck category needs to fit both the town driving as well as off-road capability must be there. It must be able to do that occasional off-road, occasional going to the Bangsa flats. It must handle all those things put together. And I think that's where the D-Max actually shines very well, because where the other trucks tend to be extremely good on the road, it hugs road very well, it's very tight on corners. If I were a car guy coming into a truck, the Triton would be my choice, because why, it handles very well. But the D-Max, if you're a truck guy, you will appreciate this, because you don't have to slow down for holes or potholes or speed bumps or whatever it is on the road. You don't have to slow down. You can drive the way you want to drive a truck to be, because it absorbs the holes very well. Those undulations, they are gone. It almost floats when you go over humps, and that kind of body roll you feel in a truck, it is here. And that's quite nice, because you know what, in a truck, that's what it's supposed to do. That's a warning there. Again, comes to driving, this truck comes with all the front collision warning. It comes with auto braking. Yes, auto braking. When you want to go to a car too close at certain speeds, it'll brake for you, and you can set it off to be less aggressive, but it comes with all those safety features. ADAS in this car is pretty amazing. Couple that with the fact it comes with 7 airbags, couple the fact that it also has a very nice feeling steering. You know, the driving feel on the truck with the D-Max is definitely one of my plus points when I would review this truck, because yeah, it's just nice as a package, you know. Really guys, go out there and test drive a D-Max. I think you'll like it very much. Cheers. Let's talk power. How powerful is the D-Max on the road? Well, let me turn my camera around. Okay, so here am I doing 90 on the road here, and I'm barely touching the pedal here because it just idles along. At 80 to 100, it just idles along very smoothly because it's a 3-liter engine. It's a big engine in this truck over here, and when you floor the truck, yep, it does get up and go. You know, it does move. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it does move very well. I'm quite happy with the power delivery. It's very linear. It's pretty quiet for a truck, and my only wish is, when can I try the D-Max off-road? You know, so if I could try it off-road, you know what, they'll just be complete for me. But other than that, you know, driving on the road, driving through undulations and rocks and puddles of muds and water and stuff, or town driving, it's nice. It's very smooth. So as a conclusion, what do I think about the D-Max? Well, the D-Max is one of those vehicles, but I think it's a best as a package. It's not best as one particular single item, but best in class because of the package they put together. Who would have thought that in Malaysia you could get a car or vehicle or anything for 7 years warranty with unlimited mileage? Well, you know what? The D-Max have proven it's possible. It's a testament of how reliable is the engine. And if you think about it, it's a 3-liter engine producing 190 PS and 450 Nm torque. They didn't push the car or tune the car to give you the highest possible torque, but to give you the most reliable amount of torque. And those torque numbers are very high indeed. It's a very powerful truck. And being D-Max, being Isuzu, you know, the brand behind there, they've put a lot of thought to the engineering process. You know, if you think about where this car sits in terms of technology and advancements, it's fancy windshield which cuts off emission and keeps you cool in the truck itself. It's pretty amazing. The key fob itself with the remote start is pretty amazing. You know, if you think about if you think about a car which has got a remote start, and you think about a truck, well, you know what, this truck has it, you know, with 7 airbags. And to not forget that the interior is one of the best interior I've seen in any truck in the market. Even the Ford Ranger and the Hilux has its way cut out this year, and I hope they will come back fighting with better interior, because the D-Max interior is definitely up there. The seats are to die for. The infotainment system with Android, again, beautifully done up. Yeah, I can't find a flaw in the car itself. So if you are looking for a truck, I urge you guys, go out there and have a look at your D-Max, because this is one of those trucks I think will capture your fancy. But I'm not a fan of the blue, guys. Go and look at the yellow. I think the yellow or orange, I think that is beautiful. In the sunlight, the way it shines, the glimmer, I'm a fan of the orange. So again, this is me. Till next time, this is saying, go out there and have a little more fun.